I decided yesterday to watch Fox News because I've admitted this. I've always been a CNN person only because I always thought CNN, and this is going back to the 90s, and this is going back a long time. I always thought of CNN as being the news place. It's not the news place anymore. CNN is over here to the left and Fox News is over here to the right. And I watched it only because I thought, I think I got to know if there's another side to what we're talking about here. You know, you guys, we've talked about where we all come from, you know, white guy, Hispanic guy, black guy, different experiences, different ages, different socioeconomic backgrounds, different educations, different parts of the country, et cetera. We're very different. Okay. What brought us all together, passion for sports, passion for wanting to be in the radio and broadcasting game. And look what's happened in a year. Look at the team work that it has required to get us to where we are today. Okay. So there's lots of love here. And I think, and I've said this to you guys since Monday, the more we communicate openly and honestly, the better off it's going to be so that we can all have these kinds of conversations. But I'll tell you guys, you know, John, I hear you talking about the flag like that. And I hear exactly what you said. And I actually love the way you said it. I don't like what you said, but I love the way you said it. The flag means something different to you than it means to me. And it means something different to Drew Brees. I did the same thing Drew did. I pulled off my wall a picture of my grandfather. I know you guys can't see this, but it's a picture of my grandfather in World War II. And he's a young man here. He's in his, early 20s in World War II. World War II was so long ago, he's standing next to like a cannon. It looks like he's in the freaking Civil War, for Christ's sake, And the American flag, to me, when my grandfather died, who was still a reservist in the Army, they gave us a flag and they had a military salute for him. And so for me, I'm with Drew Brees. I know what the flag, I know what the anthem means to me. And that's because I come from a different place. I come from a different experience. And I really think somebody sent me an email today, and this is the phrase they used, white shamed. Somebody used that phrase with me today, a Hispanic listener, and I say Hispanic because his name was very Hispanic sounding. He said to me, he said, hey man, don't let people white shame you right now. And I went, oh, that's an interesting phrase, because I think that there are a lot of white people right now that are feeling kind of guilty. And maybe for, just what Alex said yesterday, hey, I'm glad you're feeling pain and I'm glad you're feeling, hurt over all that you're seeing. If you didn't feel that way, gosh, I'd be worried about who you are, dude. But I feel like Drew Brees here's the one thing about Drew. I don't think he'll back down.
He didn't.
Right. I don't.
He already released a statement. I'll find it and read it exactly so I don't misquote him, but he just released another statement.
Okay, because here's the kind of guy that I think Drew Brees is. I think Drew Brees is the kind of guy that says, look, I've had hundreds of black teammates. New Orleans is a very, very huge African American community.
Yes.
I'm generous in this community. I employ people in this community because he owns restaurants and businesses. I don't think Drew Brees is widely considered to be racist, but his philosophy on what the flag means to him versus what kneeling means to him is something that, rather than kowtow to the pressure of, I'll change my statement, excuse me, everybody, I think Drew Brees is going to stand by. Whereas very quickly, this thing that happened to Grant Napier, this is pretty simple stuff here. You get pounded on by Twitter and the next thing you know, you're resigning. He didn't resign. And by the way, from what I was told, the Sacramento Kings didn't exactly push him out the door. What I was told was that NBC, whatever it's called, Comcast in the Bay Area, they're the ones that kowtowed under the pressure. And look, I mean, I think, yesterday we asked the question, do people know that all lives matter is now an insulting phrase? And Alex explained it brilliantly yesterday, but did you notice how many people in our YouTube chat were like, oh gosh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. And so it's just where we are today. And the more open and honest we all are with each other, the more open and honest everybody else can be with each other.
I want to say this before Alex reads the statement from Drew Brees. White guilt is the wrong way to phrase it. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not white. It's not white guilt. I want people to stop using that. It's called empathy. That's what it is. It's not guilt. It's empathy. It's the ability to feel pain or suffering from someone else onto you, not because you had anything to do with it, just because you're a human and you understand someone has been wrong, and that's not right. That's not white guilt. It's called empathy, people. Stop saying white guilt.
I've never heard the phrase before. This is a listener. His name is Jesus Velasquez. Do you suppose he's Hispanic, or did I profile here?
I'm going to agree with you.
Okay. So Jesus says to me, he goes, hey, he said, I hope you're doing great. Don't let this white guilt get the best of you. Be informed, but be that what makes us all unique and awesome. He said, I had to call out my white friends for making off the mark racist remarks and joking and stuff. He goes, I don't think they're racist. He goes, they're just naive and they're comfortable. And I don't want my white friends to be feeling bad now about feeling white. I'm like, God, I didn't even know about this. Like, you guys got to understand, in the last 3 days, I've learned about what Antifa is. I've learned
which the FBI said it was not Antifa, but yes.
Okay. I mean, the first I'm hearing of this, you know, I mean, like this whole group.
Yeah.
I'm hearing about all these things that, you know, Black Lives Matters, all lives matters. You know, I'm hearing about all these things that I'm going, gosh, where have I been living? You know, what rock have I been living under? But I will say this, Drew Brees, this was my point about watching Fox News. I'll finish with this. There is an opposite perspective to what you gentlemen are saying. I just want you to understand. You know, and it's not mine. I'm telling you, though, that if you just did what I did yesterday and you put 20 minutes, go 20 minutes CNN, 20 minutes Fox News, you will be blown away that there are many African-American men and women who are contributors to Fox News. And I'm watching this and I'm going, wow. So depending on what you watch will be determining how you feel about things, you know, how much media you take in, where you choose to get it from. And I'm just blown away because I'll tell you right now, everything you just said about Drew Brees, what I'm trying to say to you is this: there's probably 50% of the people, I'm just guessing everything's 50-50. There's probably 50% of the people that are like, yes, Drew Brees, no kneeling. I don't want to hear about kneeling. The flag means this, the anthem means this, and I'm with you. And so when you guys say your feelings, which I love, I'm just here to tell you that what I know is that not everybody feels the same.
And everyone shouldn't feel the same. But for my own I'm not going to speak for all Black people. I'm going to say this about the Black people that appear on Fox News.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily welcomed to where the other Black people are. And it's not because of they are on Fox News. It's that their opinions that they share don't necessarily reflect the Black community. I watch Shepard Smith because I think Shepard Smith is a great journalist. What I often find outside of that is commentary. Journalism and commentary are two completely different things that have now been woven together by our news media. Journalism means you're reporting the story as is, no opinion. Everything else on Fox, in my opinion, is commentary. It's people giving you what they think after reading journalists. And the Black people on Fox News do what they got to do for a check. It's called cooning. So get paid, and if you're going to cut that check, make sure it's healthy, Black people, because you can't go back to where you came from once you embarrass yourself on Fox News.
Mm-hmm. See, I'm just telling you, though, you guys do acknowledge, though, that there is an audience of people.
Of course, dude. Neither of us have come here and be like, we're right, you're wrong, shut up. Like, no,
I do that sometime now.
Yeah, but what your terrible football takes. But none of us in the last 3 days have come in here and been like, listen, you're wrong if you don't believe what we believe. We've never said that. And it's your right to an opinion. Whether I think you're wrong, it's called an opinion. It's not fact. I'm not telling you 2 + 2 = 4. I'm telling you my opinion. But I will say this: for the first time since social media was created, Scott, because of you, I did watch CNN and I did watch Fox News this week a lot. And honestly, it's the first time I watched news probably since we killed bin Laden. Honestly, like, I don't watch news. It's not for me because of what Browner just said. On CNN, it's let's go to this reporter talking about what's happening in the streets of New York or wherever. Let's go back to Cuomo. He gives you commentary. He does an interview. They go back, show another reporter, do whatever, and then more commentary. I went to Fox News, same exact thing. different things that they're saying, but the exact same thing. So who am I agreeing with more? That's up for you to decide. But that I can see it. And that's why it's not really news and why I don't watch it. I choose to find my news by fact-based or more fact-based opinion than opinion. I don't look at my news for opinion, so I don't watch CNN.
Right.
I don't watch Fox News because that is people's opinion.